Welcome back to Remote Work Essentials. I'm James. We are almost at the end of the course, and by now, you have the foundation. Your workspace, your tech, your communication skills, your time management, your boundaries, your career strategy. But let's be real, things are going to go wrong. Technology will fail. Communications will break down. Life will get in the way. So let's talk about some troubleshooting. When problems come up, here's how you solve them. Technology will fail at the worst possible time. Let's prepare for it. When the internet goes down, this is probably your worst nightmare. You're in the middle of a meeting and your internet cuts out. Your backup plan could be your mobile hotspot, so keep your phone ready. Know how to enable hotspot mode before you need it. You could use a phone number for the meeting, so try to have the dial-in option always available, not just a video link. It's a great fallback. And if you only have one provider for your internet, have a nearby backup location that you know of. So know where the closest coffee shop, library, friend's house, or Wi-Fi, even from a neighbor, is. Test your mobile hotspot now, before you need it. Know how much data you have. Know how to connect. Know how much it will probably use. Your computer dies. Your laptop crashes, it won't turn on, or something critical fails. Your backup plan. Everything goes in the cloud. So if all your work is in Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, or company drives, you can still access it from other devices once you have them up and running. Work from your phone. I'll admit this isn't ideal, but in some circumstances, you could at least respond to urgent messages by working through your phone. Having a backup device, something like a tablet, an old laptop, even a borrowed computer, will help if your files are all in the cloud. We talked about this before. Have your IT support number saved on your phone, not just on your computer. That won't help you if it's not booting. Audio or video failure. So let's say you're in a meeting and nobody can hear you, or you can't hear them. Some quick fixes: restart either the app or the browser that you're using. Check your system audio settings. So make sure that you have the right mic and speakers selected. Sometimes those can get changed. If it's in browser, try a different browser. See if the problem stays. Try joining from your phone. You could dial in for audio while keeping video on your computer, or vice versa. The classic universal fix is restart your computer. Wherever you can, join meetings 2 to 3 minutes early just to catch these problems before they matter. If it's a critical meeting, make sure you do it a little bit sooner than that. When communication goes wrong, here's how you can fix it. The misunderstood message. So you sent something that came across wrong, or someone misinterpreted you. Here's how you fix it. Acknowledge it immediately. Hey, I think that came across wrong. Let me clarify. Pick up the phone. Don't try to fix miscommunication with more text if you have trouble communicating initially in text. Assume good intent. So when reading others' messages, do your best to assume that they mean well by them. An example message might look something like, "Hey, I realize that message might have sounded curt. I totally didn't mean it that way. Can we hop on a quick call to discuss this?" The no response. So let's say you sent a message and you got silence. No response for hours. or days. Before you panic, let's check and see if they saw it. Most apps will show that it was read. Maybe they're just on vacation or haven't even seen the message. Give them at least 24 hours. People are busy, and different time zones can kind of cause problems with the timing of messages, especially if they're at the beginning or end of your days. Follow up once. So say, hey, following up on my message from yesterday. Let me know when you have a chance to look at it. Escalate only if it's truly urgent. If it's blocking work and 48 hours goes by, it's definitely time to loop in a manager. It doesn't have to be aggressive, but it is time to make them aware. Don't take it personally. So people miss messages. It does happen. Information silos. You don't have context you need because information isn't being shared. Here's how to fix it. The first and simplest solution is to ask directly. Can someone catch me up on the background here? Also, document as you go. So when you learn something, write it down where others can find it. This also helps to build your career. Suggest better documentation. So if something's missing, just ask. Should we add this to the wiki so others know? Don't suffer in silence. If you don't know something, odds are others don't know it either. Working across time zones can be messy. Here's how to manage it. Scheduling across time zones. Use a world clock. So keep something visible. Many systems have this built in, or you can use apps that also tell you about each time zone. Rotate inconvenient times. Don't make the same person always take that 6 a.m. call. Record meetings. So when people can't attend, can they? Check. Can they? Check in later and say, hey, I watched the video, I'm caught up. Remember, async first. Default to documentation and async updates whenever possible. This reduces the timing issue. When you are the off hours person, if you're constantly in early morning or late evening meetings, speak up. Hey, this time doesn't work for my schedule. Could we at least rotate this? Block your calendar. Make yourself unavailable. Make your unavailable hours clear. Negotiate flex time. So sometimes if you have to work at 7 p.m., maybe you can start later in the day. Check with your manager. Evaluate sustainability. So if the company expects you to be on at all hours, that is not okay. That is a problem much larger than we just do this at this company. Right? Time zones are hard, but nobody should be regularly working outside of reasonable hours. Life doesn't stop because you're working. Here's how to handle interruptions gracefully. Unexpected interruptions during meetings. Dog barks, the doorbell rings, the kid needs something, the neighbor starts construction. What you can do. So, first of all, just apologize briefly. Hey, sorry, I need to step away for 30 seconds. Mute yourself. Don't forget that step. Handle it. So go handle it as quickly as possible, but if you need to communicate expectations with someone, you can go do that. Then come back. It's easy enough to jump back in and say, thank you for your patience. Sorry I needed that time. Where were we? Don't over-apologize. Everyone understands. We're all working from home. Family and roommate conflicts. So if interruptions are constant, you probably need to reset boundaries. Review episode 8. Have the conversations again. Hey, when my door is closed, I can't be interrupted unless it's an emergency. Or, here's my meeting schedule. I am going to need quiet during these times. Or something like, hey, let's figure out a signal system. If you've had the conversation and it's still not working, you might need to work from somewhere else during critical hours. Emergencies. Real emergencies do happen. Plumbing disasters, family crisis, or you're just sick. When this happens, message your team immediately. Say, hey, I have an emergency, stepping away. Then don't work. Handle the emergency, not both at the same time. If you're trying to do all of this at once, you will overload yourself. Follow up when you can. I'm back now. What did I miss? Your team will understand. Emergencies are emergencies. Some days, you just can't focus. Here's how to handle it. So, you need to identify the cause. Is it because you are tired? If it is, maybe go to bed earlier tonight. Is it because you're burned out? If that's the case, take some time off. Back to episode 10. If you're unclear on priorities, talk to your manager. Ask them directly and get clarity. If you're distracted by personal issues, address them or schedule time to deal with them later. On low energy days, here's some strategies you can use. When you're not at 100%, adjust your work. Do easier tasks, things like emailing, organizing files, or routine work. Take more breaks. Accept it and move on. Tomorrow is another day. Don't force deep creative work when you're running on fumes. You'll just waste time, and honestly, you'll feel worse. Accountability. So if you're struggling with motivation, you could do things like body doubling, which is working with a colleague. In this case, it might be with video on, even if you're muted silently. You can time block. So we talked about this before as well. You could commit to 25 minutes of work, such as the Pomodoro technique. That was episode 5. External deadlines. If you tell someone, hey, I'll send this to you by 2 p.m., it kind of forces you to keep working on it so that you meet that deadline. Lastly, you could even try going to a co-working space. Being around other professionals doing professional tasks will help some people focus. Motivation is fickle. Sometimes you need that external structure. You're going to work with people who are difficult. Here's how to navigate it. The non-responder. They never reply to your messages or they miss deadlines. What you can do is try multiple channels. Try Slack, email, maybe even a call. Set clear deadlines. Hey, I need this by Friday to move forward. Create accountability. So if you're having trouble with results, you can CC your manager where appropriate. If it's blocking work, escalate. This is preventing me from completing my project. The micromanager. These are the people who want constant updates and check in on you repeatedly. Things you can do. Over-communicate proactively. Send updates before they even ask. Regular check-ins. So schedule a daily 10-minute sync to satisfy their need. You're creating a boundaried space where they can get information they feel they need, but you also are not feeling like you might be called at any moment. You can build trust through delivery as well, so hit those deadlines consistently. They probably will begin to relax, even if they are a micromanager. Have a direct conversation if they're not changing. Hey, I work better with a little bit more autonomy. Could we discuss expectations? The credit stealer. So this person presents your work as their own. Here's what you can do. Document your work publicly. Post updates in shared channels with your name on it. That kind of helps set the tone that this started and perhaps was finished with you. Speak up in meetings. As I mentioned in my report, we worked on this for 2 weeks. Make it clear that what you worked on is in fact yours. Private conversation can come first. So you could say, hey, I noticed my work was presented without any credit. Can we discuss that? If it continues, you're going to potentially need to involve your manager. Text-based conflict. So someone sends a passive-aggressive message, or you're going in circles with them. Things you can do. First of all, stop texting. This feels like we're talking past each other. Can we jump on a call? Go to voice or video. Both tone and facial expressions clarify so much. Use I statements when you're describing the scenario. I felt confused when. Not, you did this. Right. Assume positive intent. Again, start with, I want to make sure I understand. Because you're probably helping identify where the communication went wrong by creating a less combative environment. Most conflicts are miscommunication, not actual malice. You don't have to solve everything alone. Companies have IT support. If your tech isn't working, use your IT team. That's what they're there for. Don't waste hours troubleshooting something that they might be able to fix in minutes. Your manager should help you with things like workload overwhelm, unclear priorities, team conflicts, career development, and process problems. If you're struggling, tell them. That is literally part of their job. For serious issues, HR. Things like harassment, discrimination, if your work environment is truly hostile, serious interpersonal conflicts, for these, you probably do need to go to HR. Don't try to handle these alone. Peer support. Ask colleagues who've been remote longer. Someone has probably solved your exact problem before. External help. Therapists, career coaches, professional development courses. Investing in support is not weakness, it's actually very smart. You are not expected to figure out everything alone. Remote work is hard. Get help when you need it. All right, so here's your action item. Think about one recurring problem you have with remote work. Pick one from this episode or something else that's been bothering you. Write one thing down that you're going to try this week to solve it. Just one experiment. You now have a toolkit for almost everything. That's almost everything that can go wrong and how to handle it. What about when something new comes up? Well, you know how to troubleshoot. Apply those skills. Next episode is our final one. We're bringing everything together into your personal remote work playbook. I'll see you then.